Good morning, Kentuckiana. It is 6:30 on your Sunday morning. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez.
And I'm meteorologist Matthew Willoughby.
Good to have you back with us, Matthew. Missed you last weekend, but it's good to have you back here.
Good to be back, honestly.
Good. You're typically not in town on your days off. Were you in town yesterday?
Yes, I was in town. I actually went to the Louisville football game, so that was pretty fun. Yeah.
Hot.
Very hot. I honestly left like middle of the third quarter because it was just so hot.
Really?
Yeah. So,
but that's kind of going to change.
Yes, thankfully it is going to change, and we're actually welcoming something back called rain.
Yay!
Yeah, we haven't seen that. Haven't seen that in a while, but yeah, we'll start to have those rain showers back today. That is. So we're tracking some passing showers that we'll start to roll through as we head towards at least the late morning hours and back into the afternoon and evening. So we'll get a view of that as we head towards our next several hours for us as we head towards this morning. Right now, nice and quiet though, as we look over downtown from Jeffersonville. It's likely going to stay like that for the next few hours. Temperatures still a little warm this morning, into the mid to upper 60s, 68 degrees right here in Louisville, Shelbyville at 67 degrees. But as you head further into Indiana, some temperatures into the mid 60s. Those weather headlines we are tracking. We'll see some passing showers and storms for today. Back into Monday, more showers and thunderstorms will be possible. So likely seeing more heavier, stronger storms on the way for your Monday. But this week, we're talking some daily rain chances really rolling through as we head towards this week. That satellite and radar, we are tracking some few showers that's rolling across, at least approaching Evansville for this morning. So we'll keep an eye on that as we head towards the later part of this morning, as those showers and storms likely make it to our area into central Kentucky. That Sunday coffee planner for you. Upper 60s on the way for your morning sip, mid 80s on the way for this afternoon. And by this evening, we'll be back into the mid 70s once again. Those highs really across the area going to be much cooler than what we saw yesterday. Temperatures will really be into the upper mid 80s likely, but we do have that daily rain chance ahead for us as we head towards this week. But I'll be timing out when can you expect those rain chances and storms on the way for today, coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Gabe.
All right, thank you, Matthew. New this morning, a man is dead after a shooting in the Algonquin neighborhood. It happened around 10:45 last night in the 1700 block of Willard Drive, which is down the street from Parallel Products. Police say all parties in this case have been accounted for. Out in Elizabethtown, a lawsuit was settled years after a Denny's sign fell and tragically killed a Kentucky couple. In January of 2023, a car was crushed by a massive Denny's sign. The National Weather Service said there were 40-mile-an-hour winds during this accident. 3 people were in the car at the time. A wife and a husband died. The couple's daughter, Mary Howard, was also injured but survived. We spoke with her years ago after the incident.
I don't know that the shock has wore off, or the fact that we're going home and life's going to continue without her. I'm not angry. I don't seek revenge of any sorts. But tragedies like this can be prevented.
According to family, an officer at the scene told them the sign was old, rusted, and missing a bolt. The family filed a lawsuit in October of 2023 accusing the company of negligence. Court records show a Hardin County judge dismissed the lawsuit on September 12th after all parties reached a settlement. The details of that settlement were not released. Also in Elizabethtown, Hardin County leaders are considering whether to sell nearly 200 acres of land near a landfill. Last fall, the Kentucky Heritage and Land Conservation Fund submitted a proposal to purchase unused land near the Pearl Hollow landfill. In a social media post on Friday, Hardin County government explained if sold, the land sale would bring in $500,000. The post read, these funds could be directed immediately to strengthen rural fire protection, improve EMS response, and support essential county services across the board. Officials say the decision is now up to the county fiscal court. They will decide to either keep the 193 acres under county ownership with the county responsible for liability and upkeep, or transfer it to the Kentucky Heritage Land Conservation Fund for permanent protection. The Hardin County Fiscal Court's next meeting is scheduled for September 23rd at 5:30 in the evening. A federal judge has blocked the U.S. Department of Agriculture from accessing personal data of Kentuckians enrolled in the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear joined that lawsuit brought by 21 attorneys general, challenging the USDA's demand that states turn over private information of SNAP beneficiaries. Beshear said, quote, "I joined this lawsuit because no Kentuckian and no American should have to worry about their confidential and personal information being shared unlawfully. Millions of Americans and more than 500,000 Kentuckians receive SNAP benefits, and their privacy rights are just as important as everyone else's," end quote. And the USDA warned states in July that failing to turn over information on enrollees in the Federal Food Assistance Program, SNAP, that funding would be cut. Many states feared the data would be used to aid in mass deportations. U.S. District Judge Maxine Chesney issued a temporary restraining order against the USDA on Thursday, but said a hearing would be held in October to determine whether a long-term prohibition is necessary.